JDs and gentlemen, goys and burrows, welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. We've got a kind of short one here regarding what Mark Rubin was tweeting about last night, talking about the server's stress test, and a pretty interesting final tweet that mentions a release date kind of very soon. So we're going to huff on that hopium a little bit and explain what we think very soon could mean. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the love and support recently here on the channel. It's been wonderful. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. We upload kind of every single day. We're all over the place right now waiting for the game to inevitably finally launch. But with that being said, guys, let's just hop into what Mark Rubin had to say regarding the stress test over the weekend. First things first, I do want to say I rode a wave of insanity apparently throughout the entire weekend of the stress test. I told everyone my true thoughts and opinions were that the netcode we're playing on might be the new one, but it is definitely not the most tweaked version of that netcode. And that two, I believed that we were pinging at higher pings because they were trying to be aggressive for specific servers to see how those servers reacted. And I said Friday felt really bad, high ping. Saturday felt a little bit better with medium ping. And then for me, Sunday, I had the best experience with lower pings. And that all was confirmed by Mark Rubin over these tweets. So starting out with the big one, it says, hello everyone. First off, thank you to everyone that participated in the server test session. We got a lot of great data to help us tune the servers and netcode. The team felt really good about how the test went, and we are really excited about getting to launch, and we will have more info when that will be very soon. So let's talk about the results of the test. We know that it wasn't perfect for everyone, but because of your feedback and data we collected, we were able to identify a few things that we can tune to improve the experience. An analogy I used when discussing our new netcode versus the old netcode is that previously we had an old kind of busted guitar, but it was reasonably tuned. Now we have a new guitar, but it needs tuning, and that's what this test helped us do. So thank you. Now, I said this many times that I believed this netcode feels better than the last one, but it doesn't feel finished in a sense. It doesn't feel like it's perfect yet. And people called me crazy for that because I believed that this was a new version of the netcode, and it turns out that that's exactly what this was. He later went on to say, I want to share with you 3 of the biggest things we learned from the test. Some of these issues we were able to tune during the live test, and some we will improve before we go live and will continue to improve after launch. Number 1, the Delta 01 errors. These may be one of the issues that was causing extra latency issues getting shot around corners, so this fix should improve the experience but by how much is to be determined. Health bars, both over player heads and in death cams, were updating later than actual damage, giving the impression that your bullets weren't doing damage. And lastly, we were not aggressive enough with our matchmaking when trying to find matches, so people had higher pings than we would have wanted. This was partially fixed during the test, so that the last day of the test should have been better than previous days. Again, thank you to everyone who came out and played in the short test. It really helped us a lot in preparation for going live, and keep an ear out for more information soon when we will go live. We can't wait to see you all in game. So I said the servers were having issues, that these servers felt like we were pinging to different ones for some reason, and it just was confirmed that it was because the matchmaking was trying to find matches in different ways. They weren't trying to ping the closest servers, they were pinging the most further away servers. Intentional or unintentional, that's what I believed was going on, and it's confirmed that it was kind of unintentional and that they fixed that throughout the weekend. But it looks like the 2 major things that the entire internet has been just complaining about the whole time, netcode and servers, both of those have been addressed. Both of those have given enough data that they know what the fix is, which in my opinion, I said those 2 things are the only things holding us back from a launch for XDefiant. So I'm pretty excited for it. I do want to mention, people did ask why we were playing on like an older build of the game, and someone actually asked that to Mark Rubin. In response, I don't have the tweet, but he said it was an update to the previous game, but we saw that the store on the PS5 wasn't updating correctly every time, so something with the PS5 version of the game was preventing us from playing on that old build, so that's why they just kind of threw this build in, and we're like, hey, test our servers and netcode on this build. So that's why we didn't see the most recent up-to-date build of XDefiant. And now for me, probably my favorite part of the entire interaction on Twitter, Mark Rubin put another tweet out saying, let me give the key takeaways from this last post. The server test session went really well from a scale and server standpoint. We have some tuning to do, pretty straightforward stuff that we've done very soon, if not done already. And lastly, a release date coming very soon. Now, we talked about this, me and my friends, yesterday when this first happened, and I don't know exactly what he means by release date coming very soon. I don't know if he means a release is coming very soon or the announcement of a date is coming very soon. I know that the article from Tom Henderson said they were aiming for summer. But I just, at this point, hearing that the only 2 takeaways that they have are things that could have already been fixed or are going to be fixed very soon, I just don't feel like you then would be like, hey, guess what? The launch of the game is going to come in 2.5 months or 3 months from now in July. I think that we inevitably, I'm going to huff on the copium here, might see this game launch at some point in May. If not, I feel like early June is the latest we would see this game come out. If it's pushed to the end of June, first off, Mark Rubin, please, if you're somehow watching this or anyone at XDefiant, let's not do that. I have a wedding that kind of week, so let's kind of hold off on that, all right? So anything from the 22nd beyond, let's do before that of June. But for me and like everyone else, let's see if we can get this game sooner than later. I know we're all hoping on that, but it just doesn't make sense if that you're making these new kind of issues they had sound so minuscule that then you'd be like, well, you see, we gotta wait now all the way until July. I don't know. Appreciate all the love and support here on the channel, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you a brief little update on everything. So let me know down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? I love you guys to death. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend. If there's any news, I'll post it. If not, I will see you guys Monday. Deuces, boys.